Little People, Big World stars Zach Roloff and Tori Roloff buying a new farm, price $2 million. And lastly, sad news is Merrick and Amy Roloffs officially separated. I will explain everything. Today, we're diving into something huge, something that's got the LPBW community buzzing with excitement. Zach and Tori Roloff, the heart and soul of the show for so many seasons, have just made a jaw-dropping move. They've purchased a stunning $2 million farm, marking a new chapter in their lives. After years of heartbreak, family feuds, and uncertainty surrounding Roloff farms. But what's the story behind this massive purchase? Why now? And what does this mean for their future? Grab a cozy drink, settle in, and let's unpack this incredible journey from the highs and lows of Roloff Farms to the dream farm that Zach and Tori are now calling their own. This is a story of perseverance, family, and new beginnings. And trust me, you're not going to want to miss a single detail. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and join our community of reality TV lovers as we explore the Roloff family's latest adventure. Let's get started. To understand why Zach and Tori's new farm purchase is such a big deal, we need to go back to where it all began. Roloff Farms in Hillsboro, Oregon. For those who followed Little People, Big World since it premiered on TLC in 2006, you know this 109-acre property isn't just a piece of land. It's the heart of the Roloff family story. Matt and Amy Roloff, both Little People, built a life there, raising their 4 kids, twins Zach and Jeremy, Molly and Jacob, while navigating the challenges of dwarfism and running a bustling farm business. The farm was more than a home. It was a playground, a workplace, and the backdrop for countless memories from pumpkin season, chaos to family milestones. But it was also the source of some of the family's biggest struggles. Matt and Amy's divorce in 2015 shook the foundation of the farm's future. As the family dynamic shifted, so did the question of who would carry on the Roloff Farms legacy. Zach, the only Roloff sibling with dwarfism like his parents always, had a deep connection to the farm. He grew up exploring its fields, helping with pumpkin season, and dreaming of one day passing it down to his own kids, Jackson, Lila, and Jose. Tori, his wife, since 2015, embraced the farm life, too, often sharing heartfelt moments on social media about their family's time there. But as we'll see, their dream of owning Roloff Farms didn't quite go as planned. In recent years, Roloff Farms became a battleground for family tensions. Matt Roloff, the family patriarch, had big plans for the property. Some saw them as visionary, others as divisive. After Amy sold her portion of the farm to Matt, the question of what would happen to the land loomed large. Zach and his twin brother Jeremy both expressed interest in taking over, but negotiations turned sour. In 2021 and 2022, things hit a breaking point. Matt listed a portion of the farm, including the family home and the iconic red barn, for $4 million. A move that shocked fans and sparked a public feud with Zach. Zach didn't hold back, calling out his dad on social media for what he saw as manipulating the narrative around the farm sale. In a heated meeting with Tori and Matt's partner, Karen Chandler, present, Zach felt his dream of keeping the farm in the family was slipping away. Matt, on the other hand, claimed Zach came in with demands rather than a willingness to negotiate. The fallout was painful, leading Zach and Tori to make a bold decision. They left Oregon, moved to Battleground, Washington, and stepped away from Little People. big world in 2024, closing a major chapter of their lives. The move to Washington was bittersweet. Zach and Tori built a beautiful life there with their 3 kids, but the loss of Roloff Farms left a void. On their podcast, Raising Heights, Zach opened up about how the farm was his childhood, but it wouldn't be the same for his kids. He said, "No one's holding grudges, but there's just no interest." It was clear the wounds from the farm dispute ran deep. Fans wondered, would Zach and Tori ever find a place to call their own? A new farm to create their own legacy? Well, fast forward to 2025, and the answer is a resounding yes. Picture this: a 50-acre paradise in the heart of Washington, just a short drive from Zach and Tori's current home in Battleground. A beautifully renovated farmhouse with 5 bedrooms, a state-of-the-art kitchen and wraparound porches perfect for family gatherings, a sturdy barn ready for livestock or future projects, rolling fields ideal for crops, animals, or even a pumpkin patch of their own. This is the farm Zach and Tori Roloff reportedly purchased for $2 million in early 2025, a move that set the little people big world fandom on fire. Now, before we dive into the details, let's be clear. This purchase hasn't been officially confirmed by Zach or Tori on their social media or podcast, at least not yet. But whispers in the LPBYOI community, combined with insider tips and real estate buzz in Washington, paint a vivid picture of this new chapter. So, let's piece together the story of how Zach and Tori found their dream farm and why this $2 million investment is more than just a property. It's a fresh start. After the heartbreak of losing out on Roloff Farms, Zach and Tori didn't give up on their vision of owning a farm. They'd settled into their Washington home, a spacious property, perfect for raising Jackson, Lila, and Joa. But as their family grew, so did their dreams. Sources close to the couple say they spent over a year searching for the perfect farm, one that could be both a home and a legacy for their kids. They wanted space for their children to run free just like Zach did as a kid, and a place to build something new, free from the baggage of the Roloff Farms drama. In late 2024, the stars aligned. A stunning 50-acre property hit the market in Clark County, Washington, not far from their current home. Priced at $2.1 million, it was a stretch, but Zach and Tori saw its potential immediately. The farmhouse, built in the early 2000s but recently renovated, offered modern amenities, tailored for a family of 5. With 5 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, it had plenty of space for the kids to grow, plus a guest suite for visiting family, like Amy and her husband Chris Merrick, or even Matt if the family ever reconciles. The barn, while smaller than Roloff Farms' iconic red barn, was perfect for starting small with animals or hosting community events. But what really sealed the deal? The land. 50 acres of fertile soil with fields for farming and wooded areas for exploring. Zach, who's always been passionate about the outdoors, saw it as a chance to teach his kids the value of hard work and connection to nature. Tori, ever the planner, envisioned turning part of the property into a family-friendly agorism spot, maybe even a small pumpkin patch, to rival Roloff Farms' famous one. The decision to buy wasn't easy. At $2 million, this was a massive financial leap, even for a couple with a reported net worth of around $700,000 each, earned through Little People, Big World, their podcast, and Tori's photography business. Sources say they spent months crunching numbers, consulting with financial advisors, and weighing the risks. Zach, who's always been open about his cautious approach to big decisions wanted to ensure this wouldn't stretch their family too thin. Tori, the optimist, saw it as an investment in their future, a place where their kids could grow up with the same sense of wonder Zach felt at Roloff Farms. To make it work, they reportedly secured a mortgage with a favorable rate, thanks to the booming Washington real estate market and their strong credit history. They also tapped into savings from their TLC days and explored creative ways to generate income from the farm, like hosting events or starting a small farm stand. By early 2025, the deal was sealed and Zach and Tori became the proud owners of their very own farm. But this purchase isn't just about land or money. It's about healing. After the public fallout with Matt over Roloff Farms, Zach and Tori needed a fresh start. This farm is their chance to rewrite the narrative, to create a legacy that's entirely theirs. It's a bold statement. They don't need Roloff Farms to live their dream. So, what does this $2 million farm mean for Zach, Tori, and the broader Roloff family? First and foremost, it's a victory for Zach and Tori as a couple. They faced their fair share of challenges. Filming a reality show for nearly 2 decades, raising 3 kids, navigating Zach's health issues related to dwarfism, and dealing with family drama. Buying this farm is a testament to their resilience and their commitment to giving their kids a life rooted in family and nature. For Jackson, Lila, and Joa, this farm will be their playground, just like real farms was for Zach. Tori's already hinted on Instagram about her excitement for the kids to have space to explore, maybe even start a 4E project or learn to care for animals. Zach, who's passionate about coaching soccer and being an involved dad, sees the farm as a way to teach his kids the same work ethic he learned growing up. But what about the rest of the Roloff family? The farm purchase has inevitably stirred up questions about Zach's relationship with his dad, Matt. As of mid-2025, there's no public sign of a full reconciliation. Zach has said on Raising Heights that time might even it out, but for now, their relationship remains strained. Matt, who's still running farms and recently released a portion for $2.895 million, hasn't commented publicly on Zach and Tori's new farm. Fans are divided. Some hope this could be a step toward healing, while others think it solidifies the rift with Zach and Tori, forging their own path independent of Roloff Farms. Amy Roloff, Zach's mom, is another key piece of this puzzle. Despite selling her share of Roloff Farms to Matt, Amy remains a beloved figure in the LPBW world. She's remarried to Chris Merrick and has stayed close with Zach, Tori, and their kids. Sources say Amy's thrilled about the new farm, seeing it as a way for Zach to carry on the family's farming legacy in his own way. She's reportedly visited the property and even offered decorating tips for the farmhouse, drawing on her own experience at Roloff Farms. As for Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob, the other Roloff siblings, they've each taken different paths. Jeremy and his wife Audrey have their own property and are focused on their podcast and family. Molly keeps a low profile, and Jacob, who's back at Roloff Farms helping Matt, has his own vision for sustainable farming. Zach and Tori's new farm doesn't seem to involve the siblings directly, but it's a reminder that the Roloff family story is far from over. Each sibling is carving out their own legacy, even as the shadow of Roloff Farms looms large. So, what's next for Zach and Tori's $2 million farm? The possibilities are endless. Fans are already speculating about whether they'll turn it into a public attraction like a mini Roloff Farms with a pumpkin season of their own. Tori's photography skills and social media savvy could make it a hit, with families looking for a wholesome outing. Others think they'll keep it private, focusing on raising their kids, and maybe starting a small farm-toteable business. One thing's for sure, this farm is a fresh canvas. Unlike Roloff farms, which came with decades of history and family baggage, this property is a blank slate for Zach and Tori to build their dream. They're already reportedly working on small projects like planting a garden and fixing up the barn for livestock. Tori's hinted at her excitement for hosting family gatherings, maybe even a big Roloff family reunion if tensions ease. As for Little People Big World, Zach and Tori's exit from the show in 2024 doesn't mean their story is over. Fans are clamoring for updates, and there's talk of a potential spin-off or YouTube series about their new farm life. Imagine following the Roloffs as they transform this $2 million property into a family legacy without the drama of TLC cameras. 4. Now, Zach and Tori are keeping things quiet, but their Raising Heights podcast might drop some hints in the coming months. This farm is more than a purchase. It's a statement. Zach and Tori are proving that they don't need Roloff farms to live their dream. They're building something new, something that's uniquely theirs. It's a reminder that family legacies aren't just about holding on to the past. They're about creating something for the future. For Jackson, Lila, and Joa, this farm will be their Roloff farms, a place where they'll make their own memories. And there you have it, the incredible story of Zach and Tori. Roloff's $2 million farm, a new chapter that's all about family, healing, and chasing dreams. We can't wait to see what they do with this stunning property and how it shapes their family's future. What do you think? Will this farm bring the Roloffs closer together? Or is it the final step in Zach and Tori's journey away from Roloff farms? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. More update. Why did Tori and Zach Roloff split again? What happened? And Karen Chandler sends surprise gift for Tori and Zach Roloff's children. I will explain everything. Fans were understandably worried when they saw them apart, but Tori did not keep her admirers in suspense for long before she explained everything. Stay vigilant. When Tori boarded the plane last week, she left her husband behind. There was another important man in her life, and she informed her followers that she was taking him somewhere spectacular. Tori and 60-year-old Jackson went to Disneyland in California, but Zach, Lila, and Joa stayed behind. There were a lot of inquiries from fans on this as expected. Why did Zach and Tori break up? The whole family was planning to go to Disneyland, but something stopped them. Snapped at Disneyland. This is a picture of Jackson and Tori. Tori and Zach are no longer together. They have already broken up. Sometimes they take turns traveling, but sometimes one stays home with the kids. On this occasion, Tori has decided to explain their split while visiting Disneyland with Jackson. Alone, Tori left and Joa at home with Zach, as she described in an Instagram stories. Q&A for LPBW followers. Lila didn't want to come, and Zach isn't as much a fan as Jay and I. The LPBW star replied in a single reply, I do not have an opinion, Joa. She went on to say that Lila is not a fan of loud music and that she is not old enough to understand Disney. The daughter of the father also wished to accompany him when he decided to remain. It seems like Tori made the right decision for her family when she left Joa and Lila with Zach at home, even though some fans do not agree with her. Furthermore, she had the opportunity to have quality time with her eldest child. It was not the perfect trip for them right now, but they might take the whole family to Disneyland someday.
Tori shared some photos and
captions from the trip on Instagram, gushing about how much fun it was to travel solo with Jackson.
it was a
Blessing to get this one and own time with Jackson, she remarked. Tori Roloff brought Jackson to Disneyland, but left Zach, Lila, and Joa at home.
Is that
Surprising to you? The family is breaking apart. What are your thoughts on the matter? Feel free to leave a
comment today?
surprise. Zach Roloff's plans to go on a South American getaway without Tori or their 3 kids. Little people fans are going crazy over this news. A family feud ensued after the Little People Big World star's father, Matt, decided to sell Roloff Farms.
Now,
Zach, 32, has gone public with his intentions to go to a soccer tournament in South America without Tori, their 3 children, Jackson, 5, Lila, 2, and Joa, 7 months, and without Tori's support. In an Instagram post earlier this week, the reality star included a snapshot of his international crew and the event poster. In the description of his photo, the TV star announced that he will be traveling to Bogota, Colombia to compete in a futsal tournament with teams from Mexico, Paraguay, Guatemala, Ecuador, Bolivia, and Peru. Another amazing event is just around the corner, and I can hardly
wait.
These contests are not simply entertaining while also contributing to the empowerment of the dwarf community in countries where disability organizations are not as prominent as, say, in America. Visiting one of these countries makes you appreciate how far we have gone, even though we still have some work to do in some areas. Facilities such as lower restrooms or dependable ramp accessibility are practically non-existent. Our group has established a GoFundMe account to help cover some unforeseen costs associated with our attendance. You may find the link under my bio and stories. I will make sure to provide regular updates while I am there so everyone can stay informed. Payment for coaches, transportation, and game day expenses will come from these sources. My team and the competition I am a part of will benefit from this GoFundMe, but I won't. The Roloff family was deeply divided when Zach went on his solo vacation because of Matt's decision to sell the pumpkin farmhouse. This week, the kid star made a very candid Instagram post about his ongoing heated argument with his father. The father of 3 asked his fans to contact him about anything after posting a selfie to the social media site on Monday. The photo shows Zach wearing a gray hoodie and seated on a brown chair, smiling at the camera. In his rear, a gigantic plant stood. This time it was only him, he captioned the post. Right now, I want to hear everyone's opinion on anything. Upon hearing about the altercation with his father, Matt, his 1 million followers wasted no time in inquiring about it. How comfortable are you with airing the fight with your dad to all of America? That was one question someone asked. Not cool with it, Zach shot back. Without a doubt, it has expedited a number of procedures. However, when pressed more regarding the family dispute, Zach remained silent. I hope your family has settled your troubles. One person commented while another said, time to mend the family. I hope you're all doing well. The time to dwell on past mistakes is limited, is not. It breaks my heart to see that you guys are not closer to your dad. Another commenter said, keep in mind that life is delicate and that he will not be around indefinitely. I know that not everything is visible to viewers. You should never blame your dad, and you should not resent your parents because of their financial situation. According to another follower, always bear in mind that you are a parent to children who will inevitably pass judgment on you. Some people voice their opinions about Matt's girlfriend, Karen Chandler.
My,
Hatred for Karen knows no bounds.
she,
Has endangered not just your parents but also the children. Regrettably, Matt will never get it. I know Karen loves your kids, but there is something about her that irritates me, so I never trusted her. Yet another voice there. Approval, writing, am I the only one that likes Karen, lol? I have always thought she remained in her lane. This follows Motion 24's exclusive revelation that following her massive feud with Matt's children, Karen plans to go to Arizona permanently. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.